Hi folks, today I'm testing out Sithis' Apache Hunting Grounds. This is an upgraded version, I'm told, of the Crocodile Hunting Grounds, which I did also briefly try. It's a mission, in case that's not clear, with various, mainly rotary aimed ops. Depending on which mission zone you fly to, it's got various difficulties and even ones that are different flavors, like the realistic one, which is intended for more conventional, you're loitering around for quite a while waiting for action to happen, rather than the typical there's enemies, there's hot action all around, and airwolf time. So I've hopped in one of the KA-50s, and I'm leaving it with the default S8 KOMs and Vickers, and I'm about to set off to the medium difficulty base or area of operations, and I'm told there are about 20 to 30 missions for each helo, or each zone rather. Clearly I'm lazy, I'm just running the hot start while I narrate over this. Currently at, if I say this correctly, Taftanaz, right over here, and I will be heading over to, my pronunciation's gonna suck, Yisra Ash Shuhur, which is 46 k's away. So just some upkeep.
Watch a ground. Watch a ground.
Just upgrade Betty's voice. Get my manual mode on. Confirm I do have the helmet sight. Turn on its brightness, it's just a personal preference. Let's see if I have waypoints. I do. And it seems like waypoint 2 on the Abris at least is on that location. So if I suspend it all the way to there, waypoint 2 is next, 45.1 k's, which about matches this. I'm thinking those are the same. Okay. So obviously I should have an airfield coder then, if I remember correctly. Which should be about 0. Okay, it's taking too long to cycle, so yeah. It's here. So I'm currently on the airfield, which is the Abris waypoint 1. Just watch my video on demystifying the mission editor if you want more info on that and why they're desynced. I have target point, I'm on waypoint 1. 1 will synchronize with Abris 2. Now, I didn't show this, but there are Black Hawks and other various AI aircraft taking off around here. And well, I'm so totally there for protocol, I'm just going to take off as is. There is wind coming from 120, so from my right. So incidentally, my squadron is called Falk 2. I don't know if that's dynamically set based on my multiplayer name, or if it's just what Sithis chose to name this particular squadron, but I can run with that. Now I do remember from playing this before with Shadow on the Crocodile Hunt version, which I'm told probably Sithis will have both on. It'll be a slightly smaller download. This one at the moment is a pre-release build. It's just under 28 megs. And the Crocodile Hunt is an older version of this file, but will still work, slightly less demanding probably on your resources of your computer, and slightly smaller download, I suppose. It's got a couple of voice clips and so on as well. And I remember playing that with Shadow as a front-seater, although I was too incompetent and bust the, or maybe it was desync, I don't know, bust the poor little Raduga, if I'm saying that correctly, the sight. So that wasn't footage worth showing at the end. But with the Hind, you had to do some navigation as well. So of course, you know, I don't think the F10 worked. Yeah, like you can see, I can't see where I am based on the F10. So if you're doing this with a Hind or an older school helicopter without all these nifty little navigation systems, or fly my route myself, that type of stuff, you'll need to just have some basic navigation skills to get it done. Yeah, I think that was also in the medium difficulty mission set, which I'm told is also pretty good to run with a 2-set or 2-ship. So you host a little mini multiplayer server and just you and a buddy kind of thing or something like that, flying around. Especially with a Hind, you might need a bit more situational awareness. As again said, I think I ran this particular thing already previously on a single ship Hind, and we did fine for the missions we encountered there. As said, that was a different version of the file. This is currently called Apache Hunting Grounds, so in theory it is tuned towards the capabilities of the 30-year later Apache, and of course it's also newer than the functional tech in the Shark itself. So I'm having a spin at the medium mission first. I know I could go faster, but I'm pretending to care about actually flying at cruise, although I'm just above cruise there right now. And I'm just trying to conserve my fuel a little. I wonder what airbases are friendly here. Okay, so there's a London. You know what, I might as well just code that in. There. So there's a... I guess, I'm not sure if it's meant to be a FOB or a forward arming base. That's what it's meant to, forward arming and refueling base, if that's what it's meant to be. But anyway, there's a base and it's specifically called London, so that appears to be friendly. So since I've already changed the units, I'm just going to code it into my PVI. So now airfield 1 would be my home strip. Nope, I don't want to actually change any of that because I'm flying route mode, so it will actually, you can see my aircraft banking around. Okay, buddy, let's get you back under control. Yes, let's see. Okay, let's get back to nav. I should... Okay, 249, I'm 6 minutes out, although I'm not 6 minutes out from the zone, I'm 6 minutes out from the waypoint. And I see there is actually an air-to-air system marked there. Just go back to flight plan and then quickly back, just so I can get the north up facing as well. See, my diamond should be off on the left there, if I have it correctly. Oh, my diamond's my current trim, of course, because I don't have a waypoint selected on the PBI. Why are you... Oh, waypoint 1, the Abris. Yeah, I just spoke about this and already forgot what I said. The Abris, it's waypoint 2, PBI, it's waypoint 1, because I started snap to an airfield. So, as I understand, as I approach this FOB, it's going to start giving me random missions, so it won't necessarily be the same as I encountered before. Yeah, I know about the oil transmission bug, that's going to stay there. Wind will currently be from my left, so it's from 120. Assuming I'm in the same altitude band. Would have been cool if this wind function showed you the, not necessarily what was programmed at the start, but showed you what this air probe sensor is busy reading. And of course, since I'm running on route mode but not auto turn, I have the ability to now scan around with the helmet sight without disturbing my course. Okay, so I mean, top of the map there should be about 20 Ks. I mean, if I count the rough, you know, blocks of the MGRS, yeah, it looks about right. Well, that would be about 20 Ks. And I'm not too far off from that SAM system. And of course, blue on the Abris is always hostile. Okay, so point to note, I am fairly heavy-ish. I mean, just remember that on the mission briefing window, the temp you see there is, as far as I remember, at sea level. So this is what my current outside air temperature is. So I am fully loaded with S8 KOM rockets and, I think it was KOMs, and Vickers, and I think I started with full fuel. So this is quite a heavy bird, and I'm in slightly hotter conditions. And, I mean, I'm at 1,000 meters ASL, so performance is not going to be as optimal. You know, so don't necessarily go and fully try to hover everywhere outside the ground effect and that kind of stuff. I'm assuming this is going to be a friendly place. Given that the base is right there. My line is intersecting there on the Abris, so pretty sure if I lays there it would snap the tracking gate to straight there. Let's just blind the ground crew there, and yeah. So that is FOB London. So airfield 2 should take me there if I need to return. And or my Abris gets shot out, you know, whatever. Ashigar City Center. Where is Ashigar City? Is that the city block behind me? I'm assuming it must be. Yeah, these just look like weirdos. Okay, so F10 menu. Other and Hammers Marauder, we are ready for tasking. Okay, so that's F1. Let me to go 104 for 17. Sergeant vehicles at a roadblock, heading 104 for 17 Ks. He will contact you for further instructions. So it's directly into a battle position. This might be close air support, don't know. If they're taking roadblock, then clearly they mean there's a road. Yes, they meant 104 from the city. Either way, for 17 clicks, I mean, yeah, it should be about that. Again, I haven't lased, so this wouldn't be quite accurate, but anyway, I couldn't lase 17 clicks if I wanted to. Just check out the road beneath me as well. Did not occur to me to do that.
Order, this is Bulldog 1-3. There's an insurgent roadblock in the village below us. Directly south, 2 kilometers. Marked with green smoke. Target is 3503, 2 kilometers from the green smoke. Target is a roadblock on the other side, running west through town with truck and infantry. Break. No mark. Used guns. No known threats. Final tech heading 090. Drifting south. No restrictions. You're cleared hot. Break.
So 350 from the green smoke, and I'm to run in from the west, so here-ish. Oh, I am 350. I might be overflying this roadblock right now. You can apparently also say ready for tasking again, and then basically to skip a task if you don't want to complete it or can't for some reason. So it should be just to the left of this green smoke. Is it in the town itself? Yes, it is. A bit close, but it should do.
Order, this is Bulldog 1-3. Perfect. More infantry gathered in the yard between 2 orchards, 1 km north of your last target. Trajectories are south, 2.5 kilometers. No mark. Target is 0153, 500 meters from the last target. Break. Target is a group of infantry between the orchards. No mark. Use guns. No known threats. Final technique 060, 120. Egress south. No restrictions. You're cleared hot.
015 from last target. I said something about an orchard. Between two orchards, 1k north of last target. And then it says 500 meters from last target, okay. Okay, I think it wants me to have final attack heading 060, so I should be going in, turning right now so I can loop wide. And friendlies are at least 2k's out, and it told me to use guns again. 015 would be to the left. Between two orchards. Okay, so I think I'm meant to line up with this set of poles roughly and run in from that direction. Anyway, I didn't have a good angle there to see these troops. Yeah, it's route mode still on. Might as well take off my waypoint just so route mode in the future levels me out, doesn't change my course. I'll leave it to only pop flares from the right. Should have done this way earlier, of course. You know what, I'm gonna just save that bit of engine power. For the dust filter, I'm not that low at the moment, and I don't think dust and DCS affects you at this altitude. I mean, I suppose if it was proper dusty in the area, you do it in real life to, you know, ease up on the maintenance. Let's get a bit of distance. I should actually set a target point for that, if that's going to be a reference for future targets. Smoke should still be there, but it should be easy enough to identify. Zero, 1, 5 for 500 meters. Between two orchards, group of infantry needing guns. 0, 1, 5. So, like that. Okay, I was blind before, that's pretty easy to spot. I know this said no threat, but I'm just popping flares, you know, habit. Okay, so my estimates of 500 meters or a click, whichever one of those two distances it was, from said target is obviously a bit off. I'll stick with HE ammo, I'll stick with high explosive. Well, I just said that twice. Stick with low rate of fire. And I can slow down a bit in this next turn. Give me more time to get guns on. Not quite aligned with 060, but BG. Still taking a bit of tracer from there.
Order, this bulldog 1 tree could affect ceasefire. Ceasefire. There's Chief leaving the block. They can just engage. Get eyes on him, do not engage, and see where he goes.
Jeep leaving the block, okay. Do not engage and see where it goes, okay. In this instance it would be easier obviously having an Apache. Who just shot me? Yeah, I see you. Oh, it's a little guardhouse thing, so it's a bit more effective than infantry I've had before. Wow, now the whole town suddenly come alive with fire. I don't know about the AK dude beneath me, but where did this Jeep go? I'm liking this, that I don't just have pure kill orders. You're gonna turn left, aren't you, buddy? You're gonna turn back into all those bullets. Yeah, you are. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna hang back instead of going through that gauntlet. Just reset fall because it's anyway out. Say out of range of the fire rather than trying to keep up speed and then losing target. This is where having a second seater with the flare would be, well, I don't know about the flare because you can't see through the buildings, but second seater would be useful. I see you turn in, buddy. Hooray for coaxial rotor performance and really strong engines. Or good power to weight ratio.
Per order, this is Bulldog 1-3. The chief seems to be driving to that white two-story building. Building seems to be held by insurgent forces. Friendly at 2.5 kilometers. No mark. Target is 600 meters west from the last target. Target is a white two-story building with a jeep parked outside. No mark. Use done. No known threat. Final attention 060120. Address south. No other restrictions. You're cleared on.
Okay, so I need to target the white building there right next to the dude. Now, it's pointless me having a helmet side out. I should go and lock this roll. I mean, which also uses the fixed gun. I don't know if we'll be able to laser. Oh, yay! Building can fire back. I will depart. Okay, so I didn't have to completely nuke the building. At least, because I mean, I don't know if my gunfire would do that, even though it's... I mean, this particular 30mm can do good things versus walls with all that explosive power. But I think I need to repair. Okay, so my HUD isn't resetting, and I mean I've reset my scroll, though one can't tell, but it's because the gun is still up. So the box would be away now because I lowered the gun select, and I'm back, and I appear to be heading towards the fob, which is 11 clicks out. Oh, base. Hey, good stuff there. Remember kids, break away early. Or just keep your distance and rain down fire. Okay, and I see it's even got a thing here where it says, hey, you know, Hammond is a marauder, we are ready for tasking. So it might be working in little batches of missions, I'm assuming, don't know this for a fact. In that you do a little set of missions like that, you know, connected-ish. You know, in this case it was me taking out the roadblock and then taking out some nearby station infantry with RPGs and then, you know, following the jeep to the White House and suppressing that White House. You know, and then it sort of ends those missions and you can immediately say ready for tasking, or as the case now, I need to go and get some repairs done. I'm keen to try the hard or very hard mission as well. See if this is hostile territory. Flying over this, of course, isn't the smartest idea, not this altitude and speed. There's my radar altimeter warning. I'm keen to try the hard mission as well, with more armor, and I'm told that the very hard mission has the option for you scaling the difficulty. So Sithis reckon that the hard mission is actually probably easier for the Hind, because it involves a lot of low flying, and I guess rapid strikes. Okay, if I remember correctly, this was in the open... Yeah, okay, I'm looking dead at it. Okay, done repairing. Aircraft looks good. So, starting up again. I'm choosing not to refuel, so I'm staying at 63% fuel because I'm already in the area of operations. missed the flame. Now the Abras should still remember my last setting. Oh, the SA is off, of course. Just to remember my last setting, so I don't have to go through that again. Let's see if I have to crank engines this time. So fuel is up and governor's on. Okay. Chunky space door with massively thick glass. Or plexiglass, I'm not sure exactly which it's using. Yeah, that's something I keep doing, is flicking the frickin' shut-off valve off instead of the cover. Completely the best thing to do. And that totally doesn't cause you to, of course, need to crank the engine. Let's see if this transmission oil pressure message goes away. Yay, this time I got rid of it. Last time was an auto start. Okay, let's give some throttle to give the generators what they need. If you do it fast, you'll get a whole bunch of RPM warnings. If you do it slowly like I'm doing now, then the generator just comes up. That's a creative shape. That is art right there. That is what that is. That is, I mean, you can interpret for yourself what it means, but I'm thinking fruit fly. Okay, otherwise green across the board. Did I not repop the flares? Apparently not. They got no weight impact, so they're completely worth doing. Okay, good to go. Wind again should be from 120, so from the right this time. And let me just, before I take off, even set available for tasking.
Order, this center. Patrol Charlie 3-1 is held up at 322 9 clicks. Troops in contact. Contact you once get close.
322 for 9 clicks. I think that means from the city center again. Okay, so troops in contact, I need to skedaddle. Understand that correctly, that's 322 from, essentially where waypoint 2 on the Abras there is marked. Not 322 from my present location. Okay, so I should have done that while the guy was talking, instead of needing to head to the town first. Just do that, so that way I can see, the rough direction. From the first marker I placed, the triangle to the cross the moment, that's 322, so somewhere along that path. I didn't quite catch the distance like I should have, but yeah. So at least this time I should be a bit lighter on my feet than I was last time, because I only got 62% fuel when I set off. Which should make a massive difference. Okay, I'm not going to be able to see much on that noise, depending on where they are. Not seeing traces, not seeing enemies. I need to get an angle around this hill. Just watch I don't exceed those limits. Okay, so those are friendly Humvees. Troops in contact with what?
Order, this is Bravo 3-1. Under attack by infantry from the west. They're all over the tree line. Between the two folks. Light them up.
Rocket time.
Orders, this is Bravo 3-1. Good hits, good hits. More targets to the north, marked by white smoke. Make the run in east to west.
That should be reasonably east.
Order, this is Bravo 3-1. Good hits. Platoon of infantry from the south. Between the red smoke and the street to the east, in the tree line. Make your attack heading 330.
They want me to attack 330. Okay, I gotta circle around, buddy. They're taking fire. I'm very keen to ignore that heading command. Up collective so I can yaw over faster. Feels like I'm using AP ammo. Why are they not dying? Was I looking at the 180 mark, showing where I was? Why was my gun not aligned at all there? Well, maybe it's just target point getting in the way. No, because I was looking on the Schwal and where the mark was, and it was saying out of bounds, yet on the Schwal was saying it was in bounds. So.
Roger, this is Bravo 3-1. Good hits, good hits. That seems to have been the last of them. Thanks for the support.